Okay, this is Numbers 5. The purity of the camp. The purity of the camp should be important. The Lord said to Moses, "Command the Israelites to send away from the camp anyone who has an infectious skin disease or a discharge of any kind, and who is ceremonially unclean because of a dead body. Send away male and females alike. Send them outside the camp so they will not defile our camp, where I dwell among them." The Israelites did this. They sent them outside the camp. They did just as the Lord had instructed Moses. Restitution for wrongs. The Lord said to Moses, "Say to the Israelites, when a man or a woman wrongs another in any way, or so is unfaithful to the Lord, that person is guilty and must confess the sins he has committed. He must make full restitution for his wrong, add 1/5 to it, and give all to the person he has wronged. But if that person has no close relative to whom restitution can be made for the wrong, the restitution belongs to the Lord and must be given to the priest, along with the ram with which atonement is made for him. All the sacred contributions the Israelites bring to the priest will belong to him. Each man's sacred gifts are his own, but what he gives to the priest must belong to the priest." The test for an unfaithful wife. When the Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, if a man's wife goes astray and is unfaithful to him by sleeping with another man, then this is hidden from her husband, and her impurity is undetected, since there was no wishes against her, and she has not been caught in the act. And if the feeling of jealousy came over her husband, and he suspects his wife, and she is impure, or if he is jealous and suspects her even though she is not impure, then he is to take his wife to the priest. He must also take an offering of 1/10 of an ephah of barley flour on her behalf. He must not pour oil on it or put any incense on it, because this is a grain offering for jealousy, a reminder offering to draw attention to guilt. The priest shall bring her and have her stand before the Lord. Then he shall take some holy water in a clay jar and put some dust from the tabernacle floor into the water. After the priest has had the woman stand before the Lord, he shall loosen her hair and place her hands and the remainder offering, the grain offering for jealousy, while he himself holds the bitter water that brings a curse. Then the priest shall put the woman under oath and say to her, if no other man has slept with you, and you have not gone astray and become pure while married to your husband, may this bitter water that brings a curse not harm you. But if you have gone astray while married to your husband, and you have defiled yourself by sleeping with a man other than your husband, here the priest is to put the woman under the curse of the oath. May the Lord cause your people to curse and denounce you when he causes your thigh to waste away and your abdomen to swell. May this water that brings a curse enter your body so that your abdomen swells and your thigh wastes away. Then the woman is to say, Amen, so be it. The priest is to write these curses on a scroll and then wash them off into the bitter water. He shall have the woman drink the bitter water that brings a curse. This water will enter her and cause bitter suffering. The priest is to take from her hands of grain offering for jealousy, wave it before the Lord, and bring it to the altar. The priest is then to take a handful of grain offering as a memorial offering and burn it on the altar. After that, he is to have the woman drink the water. If she has defiled herself and been unfaithful to her husband, then she is made to drink the water that brings a curse. It will go into her and cause bitter suffering. Her abdomen will swell and her thighs waste away, and she will become a curse among her people. If, however, the woman has not defiled herself and is free from impurity, she will be clear of guilt and will be able to have children. This then is the law of jealousy. When the woman goes astray and defiles herself while married to her husband, or when feelings of jealousy come over a man because he suspects his wife, the priest is to have her stand before the Lord and is to apply the entire law to her. The husband will be innocent of any wrongdoing, but the woman will bear the consequences for her sin. That's chapter 5. Now that's another chapter it's a little hard to agree with. I mean, I think it's right for the restitution of wrongs. I think it's always right that whenever you do something wrong to someone else or just do something wrong in general, you should, apologize for it and make restitution for it. Testing for an unfaithful wife, I think it's a little crazy, but I mean, and it should also apply the other way around, because women get jealous of men as well, and men can make women feel insecure. And it's just, I guess the idea is just about jealousy, right? And it's I guess it's just taking a chance to get over jealousy. It's to prove that you're faithful to someone. I guess that's what's important at the end of the day, to take an extra step. And to be honest, I've been really jealous in my past, and I've suffered because of it. It's just being jealous in itself is wrong, but sometimes it's really easy to just help someone when they're jealous, because that's what this chapter I think is about. I mean, of course, believing in curses and stuff, it seems a little out there, but I guess at the end of the day, it's just really important when someone feels jealous to just make it go away. Jealousy's poisonous, and that's one of the things I'm trying to move forward from. It's jealousy. In my world, the Aimonites. If you're jealous, just drink some water.